Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'll be doing a video on my opinion on the top 10 best quotes from The Walking Dead. Now, I watched all the episodes, in the past week and a half, so I've been preparing this one for a long time. I wrote a bunch of them down, about a little less than 100 down, of what I think are the best quotes. And in the past 2 days, I basically narrowed it down to the top 10. And trust me, it was a bitch to get all of them. Cut almost 100 to 10%, 10 quotes. So that means I have about 90 other quotes that are basically my honorable mentions. Now, I'm not going to do any honorable mentions because that's 90 different quotes. A little bit less than 90. I have about 98, 97, so a little less than 100. But that's about 90 different quotes, so I'm not going to do any honorable mentions this time, so sorry. Yeah, so I'll just do the top 10. At number 10 is a quote said by Daryl to the rest of the group in Season 1. And the quote goes, "The line is clear, no tolerance for walkers." He basically said this line right around in the aftermath of the zombie herd that passed through the camp, and then with the whole gym situation, and how he's not gonna accept. He just wanted to kill Jim because he was gonna turn anyways. End his pain and suffering. That and he doesn't want one more of these things. Possibly killing him. So the line is clear, no tolerance for the walkers. Daryl to the group, Season 1, Episode 4. No, 5. Episode 5. So, Wildfire, I believe. Yeah. At number 9 is Rick, is a quote said by Rick to Hershel, and it follows, "You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't. It's only a matter of time. There are too many of those things. My boy, my wife. I never told them what I really thought. I never hinted it. Just kept it and kept us moving." This was from Rick to Hershel. This is in Season 2. I don't recall what episode though. Maybe should have wrote it down. Whatever. So yeah, this is basically a little bit after Hershel told Rick that he has to get off the farm right after Carl is healed and Sophia is found. So that will make it early, right around episode 4 or 5 of Season 2. Not sure. I really should have wrote some of these down. Yeah, honestly, I know some of these by heart, what episodes they are in, and some of them I honestly should have wrote them down. Whatever. This one at number 8 is another quote said by Rick, but this one's to Carol, or I think it was Carol. And it says, "It's your Carol or Clara," and it's Season 4. So that will make it either episode 1 or episode 4 of Season 4. This one, I forgot to put who it was to, so I just searched it up, and some of them said Clara, some of them said Carol. Whatever. This one says, you have to have numbers. People are the best defense against walkers or people." This one was actually in the trailer, so which makes it a little bit cooler. I like it because he says the best defense, against, and it's almost people and walkers, and it's almost foreshadowing the events that would happen like the last. And that will happen in internment and Too Far Gone, because more people are good against walkers, which will be which will be in internment, or other people, which will be in Too Far Gone. So a little bit of foreshadowing there. I don't know if they did that intentionally or I just caught it. I'm kind of making it up. That it's kind of foreshadowing. Maybe it just meant nothing, and maybe I just put some kind of twist to it. I don't know. Okay, and number 7 is from the governor to Megan, which is the little girl in season 4. This one was in episode 5. I forgot the name to that one. For season 4. And it goes, you can lose a lot of soldiers, but you can still win the game. So yeah. So this is when they were playing that chess game, and Megan was asking about the pawns and what they do, and it's almost kind of clever because it's almost like you could lose a lot of soldiers, like his army. He basically murdered his own army, but you could still win, and the way he won is that he still somehow got back into, well, a bit of humanity. So it's kind of an interesting quote. It's also kind of an interesting quote. So yeah. At number 6 is by Dale into the group, and this was like about Randall and the whole Randall situation. And yet this was around episode 7 of season 2, and it goes, the world we knew is gone, but keeping our humanity, that's a choice. And that's kind of true. That is a choice, keeping your humanity, because after a while in this apocalyptic world, you could keep your humanity like Dale, or lose your humanity like the governor. So I mean, those are total polar opposites. I mean, because it'll be like this: Dale and Hershel are total polar opposites to the governor and Shane. So because Dale and Hershel, they chose to keep their humanity, though Hershel questioned it at times, but he usually kept it. While the governor and Shane, they lost all their humanity. I mean, the one shred of humanity they had was gonna be lost. I mean, yeah, that was a choice, and I think that's also one of those clever quotes. And yeah. So at number 5 for the top 5 is from Daryl to Merle, and season 3, episode 8, I believe. And it says, I might be the one walking away, but you're the one leaving again. So this was after Daryl and Merle reunited, got out of Woodbury, and after they saved that Mexican family. Merle basically argues, why didn't you let them go? We could have gotten supplies, Then Daryl just gets pissed off at him. He decides to go back to the president and says, I might be the one walking away, but you're the one leaving again, because he knows that Rick's group likely won't accept Merle, or at least not happily. So that's another clever quote. Number 4 is, I think, the only quote here that's not really clever, but it's really funny. But it's a little bit clever, but it's just more funny than it is clever. And this was from Daryl to Lori, season 2, episode. It was a mid-season final. No, not the mid-season final. The mid-season return, Nebraska, episode 8, I believe. I believe it's 8. It's Nebraska. That's all I remember. And it says, it's very funny. And he says, selfish. Listen to me, Olive Oyl. I was the one looking for that little girl every single day. I took a bullet and an arrow in the process. Don't you tell me about getting my hands dirty. It's a very funny quote. I think it's one of the best Daryl quotes there is ever, in my opinion. And it's funny because, and it's almost like he's treating Lori as a bitch, because that's basically what Lori is. She's a bitch. And I think he's one of the only people who's ever screamed at Lori, and well, besides Carl and Rick. But besides that, nobody else has ever screamed at Lori. Actually, it's funny. Nobody else inside the family has screamed to Lori except for Daryl. It's the only one, outside of Lori's family who's screamed at Lori. And he's basically got a point, because she was kind of selfish, because he wants him to go out again after, after all that's happened, and she never got her hands dirty. Maybe a little, maybe the first day, and that's it, because Carl got shot. And then she didn't do shit. She didn't even attempt to find Sophia. So, sorry. Yeah, sorry for all this movement. Just got a little bit uncomfortable. So, it's very clever and it's very funny. I just love it. Okay, so now we're at the top 3. The top 3. Okay, at number 3, it's from Rick to the group, season 2, the season final, beside the dying fire, and it's basically we're all infected. It's one of those holy shit moments. Everything you knew just, turned to blank type of things. It's one of those phrases that just turned the whole show upside down. Turned your whole aspect and view of the show, differently, and it was just one of those quotes that you just couldn't believe it. And I also liked it because they kind of they nodded, or kind of did a reference or whatever to the season 1 final with Jenner, and that quote and what Jenner whispered to his ear, and it was this, we're all infected. And yeah, okay, at number 2, it's season 4, episode 3, I believe, 2 or 3. Pretty sure it's 3, and it's from Hershel to Rick and Maggie, and it says, "You walk outside, you risk your life. You take a drink of water, you risk a life. You risk your life. Nowadays, you breathe and you risk your life. You don't have a choice. The only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for." Now, this is the ending of this is very true. What you're risking it for. You should choose wisely. It's also pretty cool because it was also in the trailer. I mean, for the first, the part that says you walk outside, you risk your life, you take a drink of water, you risk your life. And, you don't have a choice, the only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for part. It was in the trailer. I'm not completely sure about the nowadays you take a breath and you risk your life. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be in the trailer. I thought that was a pretty cool quote, and like shut up, we're all gonna die type of thing. Let me die how I want to die. Because, if I want to die, I want to help these people not get dead type of thing. It was a very clever quote, and maybe maybe the best quote from Hershel ever. It was very clever, and was one of the best quotes from Hershel ever you've ever seen in the season and series. Man, I miss that guy. Sadly, they killed him off, so F them. Now, this one is from the Governor to Milton, season 3, the season final. What was it called again? I forget what it's called. Whatever. It says you kill or you die. Or you die and then kill. That was, in my opinion, the best governor quote ever. Because it's clever and it's simplistic and it's true. I mean, either you're going to kill the walkers or the people, or you're going to die and then you're going to kill them. Either way, someone's going to die, and it's just so true. In my opinion, it's maybe the best quote ever in the series so far. And, I just loved it. And this quote is the only quote that kept me thinking for the longest, because the majority of these quotes up to number 7 kept me thinking. Number 7 kept me thinking a couple of minutes, maybe a couple of minutes or an hour at best. Number 6, that kept me thinking, also about a couple of minutes. Number 5 also kept me thinking a couple of minutes. Number 4, well, that one kept me laughing for a couple of minutes. Number 3 kept me thinking for a couple of hours. Well, number 5 and 4 5 kept me thinking for a little close to an hour. Number 4 just kept me laughing close to an hour. Number 3, yeah, that one Took me about an hour, a good maybe 2 hours to think it over. I think no, actually no, that one got me to like the next day. Number two, that got me like to the next 2 days. Number one got me a whole week to get over it. I mean, I was seriously thinking about it. I'm taking a shower, you kill or you die. I'm eating my breakfast, you kill or you die. You know, I'm doing my homework, you kill or you die. You know, I'm in the car, you kill or you die. Now, I was one of the best quotes ever. Just kept me thinking, oh my gosh, so damn clever and so damn true. So yeah, so this is Daniel Mart. Comment below if you like these quotes. If you think I missed any quotes, which I highly doubt, considering I have nearly 100 quotes. No, tell them below. Comment below on what your top 10 favorite quotes are from The Walking Dead. You know, or maybe top 10 quotes from a certain character like the Governor, Daryl, Hershel, Maggie, Rick, Carl, or whoever you prefer. Or top 5 or whatever. And yeah, you know, subscribe. I do have a few other top 10 videos. I do also have other videos on The Walking Dead, and you know, comic reviews and movie reviews and other reviews. You know, reviews on media news that happened recently. And yeah, share this on Instagram, Vine, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you guys prefer. You know, subscribe if you're new around here. And like I said, I do have other videos. Sorry. And wait, sorry. Whatever. What was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. You know, subscribe, comment below on what your thoughts on this video is. If you have other top 10 quotes, you know, put them down below. I do have other videos on, you know, comic books, TV shows, you know, and other things such in that nature. Also have movies, other Walking Dead videos, and yeah, you know, share this on Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you guys prefer. To your friends, families, and neighbors about me, you know, and you know, because I appreciate it to get my channel bigger. I don't know. And yeah, this is Daniel Mart signing off.